Well, in this house, you have. This is such a cultural house. You have many possibilities. So it's a kind of creative moment until the performance starts. Let's see how things are and how can I adapt those ideas, what I have, and what the place and the situation offers by itself. Because every situation is like unique or different, so I can think about how to use this as a material or something that I can use in my performance. So so I have to be, think fast, figure out fast what kind of possibilities here is, and then make it possible to realize in the limited time. I never think about any themes or something but because it comes from my feelings and thoughts, how I perceive the world, and then I process. Of course, everything comes in, and then I transform all that stuff into I give it back, but it's transformed. How it is for a human being, not just personally to me, how is life and its conditions and so on, but as a human being. So I take this as a kind of reference point, because I want to participate, and I want to, have something to deal with my audience. So then I don't, take something. I don't talk about my personal problems or something like that. It's more like generalization of the human existential. How does it feel to be? There's a stupid mess in the world all the time, and I see that if we would like to solve the problems, it would be easy, but we don't like, and so we get more and more into more serious problems. If we just look at the politics and what's happening in the world. On the other side, there's fantastic now research in the science and so on. And also, I think that the art is also very important now with performance art, saying how we can communicate. So even without the tool, performance art is not like a tool. There's nothing to know. Anybody can express themselves. So.
I came from Greenland as an adult with a previous long-time work as an artist. So I think it is very much evolving around being something that comes from the outside world of the European community. So my work is very much about the nature and the culture that I come from, and the cultural discourses and clashes within the Greenlandic art in general. This performance, this particular one, deals with the representation of the seal, because we come from the hunters family in Greenland, and we eat seal meat, we eat seal fat, and we process the seal fat in many, many different ways. But in Denmark, particularly in Denmark, because we are part of the Danish kingdom, and we are not allowed, as originated from the Greenlandic culture, to bring or to process Inuit food. So it's always like people are asking, what do you want to do with the seal blubber, with the seal fat? Well, what I want to do is I want to stay connected to the seal, and I want to stay connected to my history and to the seal fat, because the seal fat was always used for making oil so that we could heat our houses. We could prepare our skins. We could make tattoos and with a suit, and the oil was always, being part of so many things of daily rituals. Sometimes I use a women's knife, the thing that I cut, a special knife which is called ulu, and I've been using it several times with even several ulus. I tie them to my body, or I make music with it, or just cut the things with it. And of course it's a symbol, and it's just a tool. It's like an image. But of course it has something to do that I want to do something with it. Now, as we are in contemporary life, we are so disconnected to who we are. And I wanted to have this reconciliation with the fact that I am not there anymore, but here in Denmark. So I made a seal fat sushi in a bodily way.
Hello, JVP. Hi, JVP. Hello, HVP. Hi, HVP.
How I can open an image. And it means how to find for each question I found in my life the right medium and the right form to bring it in an image. Really to prepare for me is 2 hours before to be inner structure, to be clear, concentrated of the next time. Another thing, for example, was how you work with material. So, for example, the performance you saw today, the title of the performance is Koan, Nature Study. It says you have stone and how you work with the stone. To understand, people can see you make a study, nature study of elements you find in the nature. Every time when I go somewhere, I look to stones, and when I see stones that, okay, here I take it and work with them. And the tool is how you make research. So the way how you use your body, and you can see your body is a tool of research.
I have to say that if this is the beginning of the process, everything is also over at this point. This is a patchwork from within and without.
Black Market International is a formation from different artists created in '85 with some important phenomena. We are not a group. We are really working paradoxal. We have the encounter. And it is so open as possible, so free as possible. And at the same time, when you are so open, so free, how you make a clear, strange image of the encountering.
You know, we meet, we perform together. We come from different backgrounds, and nobody knows what, personal backgrounds or cultural backgrounds, but we present ourselves. Whatever we want to express is all right.
The reason we wanted to invite them is that it's because of the immense importance they have for the field of performance art, historically and internationally. And first of all, it's a group that has been curated or selected by Boris Nisloni along the way since the beginning, some 30 years ago, as a way to make research in performance art, to have some people meet once in a while with a couple of ideas and exchange them. Performance artists don't meet the way that academics do at seminars where they talk and have PowerPoint presentations. They meet in the way for them to meet and exchange ideas would be in this format as a black market, where you exchange ideas and material and learn from each other by doing and not just by listening, not by writing articles, but by seeing each other.
That's the beauty, and also the meeting of the you know, the situation that there are some stuff here and somebody's doing that, and you can get, you know, that, okay, hey, now I have to do something because he's doing something and there is this material, and bam.
Your perception should be so open as possible to see what's going on, and when you see some situation, and then you, in this moment you know, when I take this element, is there, and then I bring it together, it will be a new image or develop some image. That's, I think, open perception. That's all.
Black market allows, you know, testing some ideas. It gives so much more freedom than you know, performing in the solo.
The point is not to create a final image or a final meaning, but the point of it is simply to work together and to keep this process going and to leave yourself and your own ideas in the process of 6 hours and to start working more and more together. And that's what happened in the performance that we saw here in Aalborg.
In the beginning, the first 1-2 hours, we show what we know. And that is not really interesting. But it is a beginning between us to make this, and then step by step we coming in the encounter. And in this case, we have a very strong definition of black market. We fail or we don't fail. When we failed, you can see different position, different artists in a different position in the space in the same time, but solo performance parallel. In this moment, we failed. We don't fail when you see one thing and coming together. You don't know why, how it's coming. We can also only say in the end, we're coming together. We don't fail. And that's a wonderful way of working.
even though they started in separate areas with separate ideas, they were communicating with each other through the sound all the time. So it was a very rhythmic experience as well. It was almost like watching people having a party. So they would get together in groups, and there would be the sound would grow more intense. It would maybe become a piece of dance, and they would get together in more intense moments, and then dissolve a bit again. And finally, the whole room came together in this one image, and it stopped.
I came here with the idea to say goodbye to my friends in Black Market, because they helped me in the past to express myself more freely. I forgot how to end.